You're gay. Hello and welcome back, Ravers. It is season 4, episode 14 of Gay Rave. And are you gay? Because I got a new fucking haircut and I look so LGBTQ. It is crazy. I'm looking in the viewfinder right now and I look like, okay, it's giving Sarah Squirm from SNL. It's giving Billy Ray Cyrus, kind of. It's living Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. Ella Emhoff, sort of low-key with the glasses. I got these big glasses on. It's giving Connor Story from the Golden Globes red carpet yesterday. Like this time he copied me instead of me copying him. This guy at the bar, the bartender Dane, said I looked like Sigourney Weaver from Alien. Because he was so scared of how hot I looked, he's like, it must be her. And also, bring back names like Sigourney. Where has that been? How many Sigourneys do you know? Do you call them Siggy? Do you call them Gurney? God fucking knows, okay? Where is she today? What's she up to? Please, God, tell me she's alive. Oh, God, if she's dead. Okay, so I wanted to look more LGBTQ. I would definitely say it is true. I'm still figuring it out. I'm figuring out how to work with my curly bang, but it is banging, let me tell you, okay? I was at the gym and I put my hair back for a second. First of all, stylist yelled at me because I've been wearing a top knot too much, and she was like, can you not? Well, yes, okay, but I've never slept with my hair down before, and now I have to do that. And let me tell you, the hair is all up in my mouth, my nose, and my eyes. Like, I have strands of hair like in my eyeball, and I'm kind of stressing out when I open my eye, and I'm like, there is so much happening here. What about eyelashes? I thought evolutionarily we created eyelashes so that we didn't have to worry about this anymore. Okay. So I think it's really cute. I'm kind of living my like 80s mullet fantasy right now. And that's what we're going to go with. I wanted to look gayer, and I would say successfully people on the streets are thinking that. Me, I thought I was walking around looking like a secret agent for my whole life. I thought like, oh, no one knows. Like I'm so like straight passing. Like people don't know this about me. Meanwhile, like no nails on my left and right hands. I got this big ass Oura ring. I wore the Apple Watch to several weddings. Like that's a dead giveaway. Obviously, no offense to my Apple Watch at weddings baddies. The sensible footwear of it all. Okay, the big necklace that says Lesbo. There are. You won't know, but there will be signs. Okay, so yeah, I have been living in a delusional world. Okay, and this is what it's like being a femme. It's that no one takes you seriously. Although I have made it very obvious, and I have this podcast, and I have this whole like alter ego / events thing, but whatever, okay? I still think people in the world think I am straight. And do I have any proof? Have men ever approached me thinking that I'm straight? No. Actually, now that I think about it, that has happened in a really long time, if not ever, okay? And maybe that's why I don't have a lot of male experience. Okay, so maybe no one ever thought I was straight, even when I thought I was, and I was just being an ally. Valentina, say something. Ally. Okay. Sorry, I have to fix my bangs. I was just doing the intro and I like really kind of fucked them up. Okay, moving on. Speaking of gay people, Traitors is back. Traitors the show. I'm finally caught up. They dropped 3 episodes at the first drop. I was shaken up. Okay, first of all, don't watch that much TV at once. I had to figure it out. Thank God my ex is still logged in on the Peacock app on my TV. No one tell her. I know some of you bitches still listen to this. Do not tell her, okay? Don't piss me off. So there are ads, okay? It's not like it's a premium tier, okay? It's still an ad tier, all right? It's not like she's losing anything. And I'm pretty sure it's a family account, all right? They can split the $30 a month. It's fine. It's not hurting anybody, okay? Do not tell her. I swear to God, it's going to piss me off. So Traitors is back. Oh, the show is so fucking amazing. Alan Cumming is doing exactly what he was meant to do on this earth. When I watched that show, and I see Alan Cumming in those crazy fucking outfits with his dog Lala dressed up in a matching outfit, telling these people to do ridiculous shit, talking in the Scottish accent, which is his actual voice, I think. Is he? Am I? Don't be stupid, Gabby. Hold on. Do you think Alan Cumming is Scottish because he hosts the Traitors? Or is he putting on a Scottish accent because he hosts the Traitors? Or is he maybe British and I'm interpreting as a Scottish because they're in Scotland? It could be none of those things, and I'm not looking it up. This is a you problem, Ravers. Tell me why I'm wrong, okay? So I think he gets paid handsomely to do his job, and he should be. He's incredible at it, won several Emmys about it. But I think he would do it for free. I think in a world where they were like, budget's tight, I don't know, I think he'd be like, fine, I'll do it for free. As long as you don't cut my outfits budget. He is just meant to do this. And that is how one day I hope to feel about my job. Okay, one day. So let's talk about the Traitors gays. Several gay people on this season. First of all, Colton Underwood from the Bachelor franchise, who is now gay, formerly stalked his person that he chose on The Bachelor, like stalked her, had a restraining order. Now is gay with a child with his older husband. Okay, first of all. So I'm kind of whatever about him. Even in the show, okay, I'm like, whatever. He could live or die. But let me tell you, Monet Exchange doing the real work. First of all, when they got Monet, I was a little like, they're pulling from the same pool as Bob, because Bob the drag queen last season was such a fucking hit, okay? And Monet and Bob have a podcast together. Also, aside, Bob the drag queen is on hosting the official Traitors podcast with Boston Rob. Isn't that so cute? The success continues. So moving on. Monet, the outfits are incredible, gagging, funny, cute, lovable. I hope they go all the way. Okay, she deserves it. Johnny Weir, very, very cute. Not doing too much so far. Still giving love, still giving outfits. Kind of looks like Ellen Cumming. I don't have a good sense for like what celebrities look like, but in my mind they look alike. Okay, moving on. Kristen Kish, sexy. Okay, sexy hot. They zoomed in. Kristen Kish is from, okay, did I mention this? Johnny Weir, skater, ice skater. Okay, Kristen Kish from the like Top Chef universe. All right, I think she actually replaced Padma Lakshmi as the host of Top Chef recently. Padma Lakshmi has that huge scar on her arm. What happened to her arm? Moving on. Kristen Kish, gay. Okay, looking hot, fits incredible. Always like a 2-3 piece suit, looks beautiful. A winged eyeliner, couldn't look better. All right. At one point, they had her using the big bread knife to spread some butter on a piece of bread, and I was like, is this bread sexy? Like, this was a hot scene. There was something about it. I was like, she really knows what to do with that knife and that butter. Listen, I've had a lot of bread and butter in my day, but it's never looked like that. I will tell you. She was looking like pro level S tier butter spreading. All right. And this is not even an innuendo. Like, I'm not even trying to be gross. I'm being dead ass serious. I'm talking about butter, okay, and bread. Don't be weird. All right, get your mind out of the gutter. Also, Jam Jam was from Survivor. Don't know a lot about it. Jam Jam apparently won Survivor. I don't know enough about this. Survivor heads, I'm going to need you to let me know if we like him or not. But most of all, I hate that guy. What's his fucking name? Michael Rappaport. Fucking Michael Rappaport being on this season, wearing the Star of David, just so that we know like he's very like pro-Israel, but like very much wearing it. And he's really, as he's like self-identifying as a New Yorker, he's like, you know, as a New Yorker, you had to be good at basketball or good at shit talking. So I'm just good at shit talking. I could give it and I can take it. I'm like, sir, please get out of here. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Like, we do not want you here. You are so annoying to the cast and to the audience. Even Ellen's like, this fucking guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, he's so fucking annoying. Not gay, but I just had to mention it. Okay. Speaking of more gay people, let's talk about the 2026 Golden Globes, which were last night as I'm recording this. Okay. So, first of all, love some of the changes that they've made, introducing a new like sort of song segue moment. Okay, they had our hated rivalry boys walking up to Pink Pony Club, sort of like instrumental. They had one of the Skarsgård, the old Skarsgård, winning his award, sort of walking up to an instrumental of Usher. I like what they're doing here. I like the instrumental pop hits. I think that is a good ad. That's a good ad. All right. They got me there. Also, I really think it's great that Nikki Glazer has hosted this now several times and people love her on the internet. When I see a woman comedian actually successfully pull this off, I'm like, we can do fucking anything. Because it's always about like their fucking outfits or the jokes are boring, like they are too like soft or whatever. And I really think that the internet likes her. And I think they like her because of like the Tom Brady roast, because she like, you know, throw a punch or whatever. I don't know why it is, but I am really happy for her. And I think that the internet is on your side. Capitalize on that, babe. You know what? We'll take it. Okay. And she's not doing like the raunchy thing that a lot of people would do. I personally think that Wanda Sykes should host next year. She accepted the award for Ricky Gervais and was like, you know, shout out to God and trans people, which, you know what, Wanda, do your thing. When we see you on Fire Island next year, I'll definitely dap you up at bingo to say thanks for that. I hope she does host it. I think that'd be funny. Also, black and gay. You know what? Hello. Double homicide. Oh, sorry. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Okay. More Golden Globes wins for gay people. Pluribus won. The actress who plays a lesbian in the show, she won for Best Actress. Erin Doherty, a real life lesbian, won Best Supporting Female Actor for her adolescence. Okay. And a couple other just like gay news things, not actually gay people. Tiana Taylor, I don't think that she's LGBTQ, but we fucking love her. She won for her part in One Battle After Another. Fucking amazing. Rose Byrne won for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. Small note, LGBTQ related note. Become gay, Rose. I can't imagine a world. You are accepting your Golden Globe for your performance and you're thanking your husband, who's in New Jersey, because there's some lizard expo going on and he wants to buy a bearded dragon. That smells like divorce. I can't believe, I couldn't tell if it was earnest or if it was shady. In my mind, as a gay person, I'm sort of like, Rose was clearly shading her husband. She hates him. She wants to divorce him. He chose to go to this lizard expo in Jersey instead of come to support me and go to this gala, the Golden Globes. I'm actually nominated. Okay. If I wasn't nominated, that's a whole nother thing. Okay. Free dinner at least. But no, she won this fucking award. In my mind, she was shading him. There's a potential that she was being earnest and she was like, oh, miss you. Go get our bearded dragon. We love this weird shit. Fine. But in my mind, I'm like, girl, come over. Water's warm. We got plenty of people for you. All right. Plenty of people for you, Rose Byrne. I think that's it. Also, Good Hang. Amy Poehler won for her podcast, Good Hang. Always love it when the ex-wife sort of wins the divorce in this way. Her ex-husband, Will Arnett, is on the Smartless podcast, and they've been in business for like 3 years and have not won an award. And there she goes, first season award. We'll get them next year, you guys. We'll get them next year. Okay, Gay Rave up next year. I'm just saying. I'm calling it. Okay. So shout out to her. Amy Poehler, also inspiring, amazing, very like informal, friendly. She just seems like, honestly, such a good, easy person to talk to. She's getting tears. They're laughing and crying. Okay. Speaking of gay people, podcasts. Okay. So Last Culture, that is hosted by Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers. They had a segment on called I Don't Think So, Honey, which they just speak for a minute about whatever they want to sort of like go on a tangent about. And Matt Rogers did his about the sort of Texas Senate race. And Matt Rogers, who is a white gay, okay, you know, Bowen known for being on SNL, Matt Rogers, like comedian, actor, the Prince of Christmas, white gay, said, like, don't donate to Jasmine Crockett. You're going to waste your money. Take it from someone who sent Sarah Gideon a ton of money in Maine. Just don't do it. He said if Beto couldn't clinch a seat in the Senate, then Crockett for sure won't. It's nothing against her. It's just that she's a politician who's very well defined already. And it's my opinion that we're going to need someone less defined in this moment that rises up. I'm interested in James Tallarico. And he is another Democratic member of the Texas House of Reps who's running alongside Jasmine Crockett. Okay. And listen, Jasmine Crockett as a congresswoman has been very like dragging Trump and dragging the Republicans through the streets, like showing up with the facts, holding their feet to the fire. And her ad announcing her Senate race was like all of the fire that Trump had shown against her and her being like, I'm ready to take him on. Like a very smug, like laughing type thing. Like, I know what I'm here to do in the Senate. I'm just going to sort of take on Trump. Okay. And listen, I know. We all know that Texas is like a red state, okay? And we know that Beto, a white man, still lost in Texas, okay? But I think as a white gay who doesn't live in Texas, all right, and who is not typically political, saying don't donate money to a black woman, I don't think it takes like beta testing and like reviewing and producers and marketing to know that that was going to be a hot take. Like, I don't think that it would take like A/B testing to know that he was going to get canceled for that. I just feel like we could have known that with foresight. I feel like foresight could have had us on this one. And I think it's good to know what's going on generally politically in the world. I think that he knows Jasmine Crockett, he knows James Tallarico, he knows the history of Beto, he knows Texas. I think it is great to know those things. But to encourage people to not send money or to do those kind of things, I think that's kind of difficult as a person who's not in the political sphere. I think being informed is great. I think it's great to try to inform your listeners, but I don't know if telling people not to donate to a black woman was a good call. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, I'm not canceling you. I think that it's dialogue to be had, but the term coined for it now is entitlement and white put together, and I don't hate it, and I think it's kind of astute for this situation, shall we call it astute? Okay, moving on. Some more current events. Elliot Page is set to produce a lesbian softball series coming soon by the same place who did Heated Rivalry, Rave, that Canadian production company. They are putting on. And Elliot, all I have to say is don't make it depressing. Okay, Heated Rivalry wasn't like ha ha funny, but it wasn't like gay rights. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you get these shows with gay people, it's like one or the other. And I really don't want another League of Their Own. Like, no shade. I love League of Their Own, but I just don't want to be fucking depressed about the plight of gay people as the plot line, you know? A slow pitch softball series could be fucking hilarious. I'm in a slow pitch softball league. It's hilarious. The hijinks are great. I hope they turn this into something good. Heated Rivalry was not a comedy, but I did have laughs, and I think like you can get there. Elliot, please. They used to be walking around the Upper West Side. I should have pulled them aside and said, hey, you've got a duty to do here. I want to laugh and cry, okay? Just make it work, all right? Okay, so that's more about lesbian people. Let's talk about some straight people. Kendall Jenner just came out as straight, all right? She was on a podcast, and she said, people have always said or assumed or thought that she was a closeted lesbian for a long, long time. Although she has had very, very public relationships, like most recently, I think Devin Booker, Bad Bunny, like a lot of relationships. And people are just like, no, she's a horse girl. She loves women, and that's that. And she said, at this time, I am not a lesbian. She said that I have the self-awareness and the self-assuredness that if I was a lesbian, I don't think that I would be hiding at this time. Like, I think I would be confident enough at this point in my life to come out if I had anything to say. But at this time, I am not a lesbian. And she said people like aren't even like being nurturing. Like, imagine if she was a lesbian and she just like needed like a nudge, a positive nudge to come out. She was like, no, people are fucking mean. People are bullying me to come out, and I'm not even a lesbian. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. We're mean when you're in and we're mean when you're out. All right. That's why we've made so much progress in this world today to still be fighting for our lives every day. Okay. This is exactly what it is. It's like Matt Rogers. It's like, you're here and you are a famous gay person, but also we hate you. Okay. All right. That's just how it is. Okay. You can't have it either way. Nobody wins. Moving on. The Heated Rivalry author announced that they are going to be coming out with another book based on the story of Ilya and Shane. And I'm pretty sure it was basically because they put her in a basement and said they would not let her out until she came up with more content. They were like, you are not getting out of here. You are getting 2 meals a day until one of them is fucking pregnant. Okay. And I don't know what happens in the other books right now, but I just know that the capital they're throwing at this woman, they're like, please come up with more plot lines. We need to make money. We need to milk these boys for all that it's worth. And listen, I love something good that's wrapped with a bow that is just like good in the moment and it's good in history. Okay. That's what season 1 is for me. And like I said, I'm a little nervous that as we go, what if the actors' relationships change? What if the storyline gets more complicated? Like, I just want a happy ending, okay? Okay, I just want a happy ending, and that's what I want for them, and I want all of it to be happy. I don't even want challenges or conflicts. I don't even need a plot, okay? I just kind of want to follow them around to the grocery store and stuff, all right? So they did decide they're making another book, and I hope that this is still, like, her artistic endeavor and, like, her choice, but secure the bag, queen. All right, secure the bag. Start getting inspiration from other gay porn on the internet. That's all I have to say. Okay. Moving on. Let's start with rave reviews since we're already in our little Canadian subject. Rave reviews. I saw the story and I just had to share it because I fucking love it. Okay. A Canadian business owner got a letter from the Pentagon, and it was essentially asking her to desist from sending sex toys to the U.S. Army base in Bahrain. She runs like a sex shop online, and people were ordering things to the U.S. Army base in Bahrain. So, of course, she was just like packaging orders and sending them. And she got a letter from the Pentagon asking them to kindly stop sending them because, one, like, it's illegal in the culture of the area, and also it risks and compromises the safety of the soldiers or something like that. And all I have to say is release the list. Like, she was saying that some of it was like, you know, a buzzing bullet, some butt plugs. Like, let them have their butt plugs. They're already in the fucking army for this fuck ass country. They're already stationed in Bahrain. They can't fucking have some fun. They can't have one nice time. They can't shove something up their butt and enjoy it. Let them have it. And girl from Canada, release the list. What are they ordering? What are they doing? I am locked in on this. If we're not going to get the Epstein files, we need to get the list of what sex toys the soldiers are ordering in Bahrain. Okay. That's what I would like to know. She framed it. You should go look at it. It's really, really funny. It's in the show notes if you are ever interested. That was a story that provided me some light, given all the horrors. Okay. And we're going to talk about the horrors. So, Grave reviews. I just feel like we have to talk about it because this whole week has been about it. We're going to talk about Renee Good, who was murdered by an ICE agent in Minnesota. Renee Good, who I don't know if it's queer or lesbian, but was like a mother, late 30s, early 40s, who was trying to do some like ICE resistance on the ground. And I think, having learned a lot about this person in the days following her murder, it seems like she was just like using her white woman privilege to help people who are actually afraid of and the targets of ICE by like creating a blockade or by heckling them or like whistling or saying like get out or get away from here. Like, as white women or white people, that is what we should be doing. And I think it's easy to identify with her to be like, yes, I support what she was doing. And ICE agents and police in general should be able to take fucking heckling. All right. They should know that people are going to be upset with what you're doing. All right. And what I love, especially in New York, it's very vocal. Even Mamdani put out a video of like how to keep yourself safe. Here's how you can resist ICE. Here's how you can get around it. Here's what you need to see. Here's what you should and should not do to keep yourself safe. And I think that was like really, really brilliant. Shout out Mamdani. We're in Mamdani's New York. He already fixed some shit. Like, I'm living for him. But back to what I was saying. What I fucking hate about this moment is that we are watching this woman's last moments alive. And people are going through a frame by frame discussion about if her murder is justified. Like, this person was shot in the face 3 times, 20 seconds after saying, "It's all good, dude. I'm not mad at you." And we are still having this discussion. And, people are worried about AI making things like unbelievable and making it hard to know what's true. And in this situation, we actually have a lot of real video evidence, but it still doesn't create one truth. And I find that to be really, really disturbing. Like, even with the information in front of us, people at the highest level of government are telling us that this person was something different than what it was. And it's hard to see the last moments of someone's life and then hearing them be called a bitch after being shot in the face 3 times by someone filming with their phone. And I think the world and the country especially, like, people were probably concerned that, a white woman, American citizen, was murdered in the streets. This could cause an uprising. So what do? They say, oh, pronouns in the bio, a lesbian, a divorcee, mother, and they're using like her queerness, her queer identity to like other her, as if that in any way puts her up for execution. I find that fucking crazy. Trying to make her less human so people don't see it for what it is, which is an American citizen just like being gunned down in the street. So I want to say I'm sorry, obviously, that everyone has been privy to this news, and I hope you're taking care of yourselves. And if you don't choose to watch it, or if you don't choose to engage in it, or if you don't look, you are not any less impacted or less sad or less a part of this world, right? Like, that's okay if you need the time and space. It is fucking horrible, and it's so scary, and it's so hard. So take care of yourselves. And we'll all try to do the same. And what I'm trying to do this year is just like be more a part of society, I guess. My 5 words for this year are: we live in a society. So I'm trying to, be on the AirPods list. So my I'm sorry for this week is to everyone in line behind me, at the counter next to me, at the sink next to me in the bathroom, because I'm going to be striking up a conversation. I am trying not to put the AirPods in. I'm trying to be a part of the world. I'm trying to see the things around me and notice the people around me and make them feel seen, and to just have more like connections to people. I think that seems interesting and fun. So that is my new goal. And, I did the country line dancing yesterday, which was fun. It was like literally 40 to 50 like lesbian/queer people. And so that was nice. It's also nice to do these adult hobbies because you know that we all sort of paid to do this and to be here by our own volition. So it's like I'm not the fucking nerd because I paid. Like we all sort of bought into this. So let's just like talk to each other nice and be friends. Like that's great. And I need to remind myself this as I prepare for Spanish on Tuesday. But that has been great. It's been really, really helpful. But some days, man, I'm just fucking tired, bro. I'm like, I really just don't want to be open and humble anymore. And I don't want to start up casual conversations. Some days I just want to string a couple days together where I'm just like inside or in my comfort zone. And that I will do because we all can't be everything all the time. Okay. So that's my I'm sorry. But back quickly to Can I Say Something, which just goes back to the horrors. Ashley Tisdale, who's known for The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Okay. Maddie, I think was her name. And other High School Musical, Sharpay. Okay. She wrote an article in The Cut about how she was in a sort of mom group, a group of moms who all had kids the same age. And it turned out to be very like high school level drama. So she left that group, right? She wrote this whole article and it was like alluding or shading other celebrity moms like Hilary Duff, Mandy Moore, Meghan Trainor, etc. Okay. And to this I have to say, is now the time, like, girl, the boycott. There are bigger problems. This is Kris Jenner being like, Kim, people are dying, you know? I just don't know if this is the time and place. And her argument was like, you know, I was going through this on my own and I feel like other moms deserve to hear this and should be empowered. And like, sure, empower other moms, but like writing this whole article about how you and these other celebrity moms like don't get along and how they were having hangs without you and they were making excuses for not having you there and how you felt bullied and hurt. Like, I hear you and I know that sucks, but like, with your platform, this is what we're getting. My God. And you know what? To make it even funnier, Hilary Duff didn't really respond, but Hilary Duff's husband posted an Instagram story that's like, you're self-obsessed and tone deaf, and these moms were just like focusing on their toddlers, like essentially relax. And I was like, okay, King, he knows what he has. I've seen Hilary Duff's rear end. Listen, I know what she's got going on. Talent, skills, acting, music. A lot, all right? Ashley Tisdale as well. Listen, He Said, She Said, great song. I listened to that in 7th and 8th grade a lot on my iPod Shuffle, no screen, okay? That I asked for. Why did I ask for that one? It was the cheapest one. I try not to bother anybody, okay? So that's my Can I Say Something? It's sort of like, if you got something to say, like, okay, sure, say it, but like, is now the time to be using your platform to be like shading other moms? Do better, bro. Celebrities are so out of touch. It's actually fucking crazy. Like, she also wrote another piece in The Cut a while ago, like her thoughts about Ozempic. And I'm like, girl, there are so many problems in this world. And your mom group chat is like not the one. Like, we all have friend problems, mama. Like, and be a good mom and set a good example. And like, don't be around people who don't make you feel good about yourself. Sure. But why is this in the fucking discourse? Like, talk about something that matters. Raise money for something. I don't fucking know. Give money to something. Lord, God, please save us. Okay. Oh, God, the horrors are making me turn to God again. I'm going to quote my mother and say, I've taken to mumbling under my breath. I really have. She said that when I was home last time. She said, I get so frustrated with this older woman. Sometimes I've taken to mumbling under my breath. And that's me. I've started grumbling. That's how grumpy I become. This is why we live in a society. This is why I have to be out in the world making pleasant conversation with every person I meet. This is what it's taken me to. Okay? Okay, song of the week. I know I'm late, but it's Man Child by Sabrina Carpenter. For some reason, it got stuck in my head, and it has been my ADHD song of the week. I cannot stop listening. It is just so good. 80s synth pop. Maybe it's ever since I got this haircut. I'm trying to live the identity of my hair. Okay, so Man Child, Sabrina Carpenter. I'm adding it to the playlist. That's all I got for you. Another really hellish week. All right, and here we go. We're getting it, rocking and shocking it. Next week, we actually have a holiday, MLK Day, so hope everyone can enjoy that. Maybe you get a long weekend. Maybe you do something cute and fun and nice. Who knows? Wish me luck tomorrow with Spanish. I'm headed off to the Liberty Winter Party, which is at Barclays. I'll let you know how that goes. But It's been an absolute treasure. I've missed you so much. This has been Gay Rave. I am the Gabby L, and the L is for, say it with me, love you. Bye.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that? Okay, James.